Well, Paul has covered a lot of ground, right, in the first 14 chapters of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, as he has dealt with a catalog of issues that existed in the Corinthian church, right? Everything from whether it's okay to eat meat sacrificed to idols, to the biblical grounds for marriage and or divorce and remarriage. Right? He's dealt with personal sin issues such as idolatry and sexual immorality. He's talked about sort of the corporate worship issues, like the meaning and significance of the Lord's Supper, right? Or whether or not it's appropriate to exercise spiritual gifts in the context of public worship, and so on. But as I said, when he comes to chapter 15, it's as though he stops, right? And he says, look, brothers and sisters, we've talked about a lot of things, right? I've addressed a lot of things that I've heard about you. I've addressed a lot of things that you wrote to me about, and I've answered a lot of those questions, hopefully, including the one that I'm about to address concerning the resurrection. He says, but listen to this. Here's the main thing, right? The one thing that if it is not true, if this one thing is not true, then the rest of everything else that I have said to you is meaningless. Right? I mean, that's essentially what he says there in verses 12 through 14. But if it is true, then that one reality, that one truth, absolutely changes everything, right? If that one thing is true, and it is, then it has a lot to say about our lives, right? It informs every part of our lives. And of course, the one thing is the gospel, that Christ died for our sins according to the Scriptures, and that he was raised on the third day according to the Scriptures, right? That changes everything. And so this morning we're going to look at this one truth, this reality, and we're going to do so in three parts. First, we're going to see that it is a confessional reality. Secondly, that it is a physical reality. And thirdly, that it is a personal reality.